Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today it's my Christmas year round, so I'm going to share how to do this card. And this year, this is my second year doing a Christmas card every month, so that it's to inspire you to do your Christmas card all year. So when come the very busy season of the holidays, you're not panicking and you're not stressed to make your cards. And so this year I crank it up a notch a little bit, and I'm doing a Christmas card with the same stamp I'm doing like a birthday card or thinking of you or all occasion card. And my goal is to use a everyday stamp set and using it for Christmas, or like last month I used the die, let me think here, poinsettia die that I did a cornflower. So vice versa, I want to show the versatility of stamps. And so today I'm going to use Peaceful Dear. That is just for the greeting Merry Christmas. So if you get a long Merry Christmas, perfect. The stamp set, the main focus is the Wisteria Wishes. I absolutely love that set. And then the art gallery, this is just for the happy birthday. Like I said, I wanted a long skinny happy birthday like for the Christmas one. So really the Peaceful Dear and art gallery, these are just for greeting. The main focus is Wisteria Wishes. We're going to use that for birthdays and also for Christmas. So I got the Christmas here. We're going to do the birthday, but I want to share bits about that. I forgot one important thing that I'm going to grab. Okay, so first thing, the background here, this is done with the dots and spots. Well, I got tips with that. So if you take, so the layer going to be, let me think here. The layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. So if I put it right in the center, you see I'm going to chop off all the little bits and pieces on each side. So I'm going to push it more on the side, the left or right, it doesn't matter. And it's going to fit right in between those opening circles. And top and bottom, that I get more space. But this, maybe it's going to touch a little bit, but not, it should be good, okay? So now I'm going to take this. I'm using a Post-it note just to put it here, so it's secure that in place, like so. Let me bring the die cut machine so I can show you. Here we go. Now I grabbed another piece of cardstock. I forgot a few little things here. Okay, so we got platform 1, 2, a clear plate number 3. Now we're going to put this here, but we want to make sure it's not moving. So that's why I think this is tricky a little bit. Let's remove this again so I can see what I'm doing. So you don't want to touch that. I could cut it maybe a smidge smaller so it would be easier though, absolutely. So now I'm going to put that there. This is just Post-it note here. Now I'm going to take the plate, the one that go at the bottom. I'm going to take this, put this at the top so it's not moving. I'm going to take the other clear plate, and that's really going to go at the top. I'm just sliding that there. Now I'm going to flip this. I find that a lot easier to do it this way. Now I can roll it. One thing, you want to put it a little bit diagonal. I got it. Oops. I didn't pay attention to my plates there. You want to put this a little bit diagonal so it's going to engage easier, okay? So I could have put it a little bit more like this. You know, you want this diagonal a bit, and that's easier to die cut. Not only to die cut, but to get everything out. And really, this is a friendly thing. See, it's nothing really left here. I got my Post-it note here, really, that, here we go. I got what, 3 piece maybe. It is a very friendly one. Well, I say that it's almost like static that. Here we go. So now we're going to remove that. And this is going to be, see how easy this was. It's very, very friendly to do. Sometimes when we get detail dies, it's very tricky to remove. So you see this, I got a little bit there. I'm going to fix that. I don't like that per se. So let's fix that. If that happens, you can trim your paper a smidge, okay? So I'm going to bring this right here. I'm going to bring that it touched just the side there, and I'm going to cut this. Voila. So now that is perfect. Because I cut a smidge there, I'm going to cut another smidge there, so it's going to be the right proportion. That's it. So you can always fix after. I find it's easier sometimes to fix after. Okay. And this is just an eraser, adhesive eraser. Sometimes when I get that fuzz there, just take care of it. Or you can take a sand block. We used to sell the sand block. We don't do anymore, but you know where you can find that? You can find a low-grade sand block at like Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware store. Here we go. That's the word I'm looking. Now we get this. Now this here, to attach that, where did I put my piece of paper now? Well, let's grab another one. I like to use the liquid adhesive, the Tombow we call. And the reason why I like to use that, it gives me the control. So I'm just going to go and I'm just adding, see, in between those lines, you can go straight down and add some here and there. You don't have to cover the entire thing, but I go in between like this and add a few spots. And I like to add more like in each corner because that's where it seemed to pull. Here we go. Oh, I can have more here, get more. Now, don't worry if some come through the holes there. It's going to dry and it won't even show. Now we're going to put that there. Now after that, I know it's kind of straight. I like to flip it. Make sure my hand is, and then press. So that's pretty much the background, okay? Now let me show you how I done the wisteria for the trees and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring a scrap paper here. Oh, that's pretty much scrap, huh? I'm going to use a blending brush, and I'm going to use balmy blue. I already stamped my trees with, not the trees, the wisteria. And see, this is the wisteria. I stamp it with a shade of spruce. I'm going to take a scrap paper and just rip. I'm going to put this at the bottom. I like to put it upside down. For snow, I like to work my snow upside down. Why? I think it go better. I don't know. I'm going to use balmy blue. Start on the scrap paper here, because see, when you start, it's very dark. That's why I always say start on the piece of scrap paper. Going to add a little bit. Going to move that a little bit for more snow bank there. Here, voila. See, now we get that snow in the background. I add a little bit more at the top, like for the sky, okay, very lightly. But you see, I get that pronounced there. I can add maybe a little bit more right there. I think the reason why I like to work upside down, it's give my definition of the snow. But if it would be like the water, then I do it the other way. Here we go. So now we get more on the horizon. Oh, maybe right here. Here we go. How about that? Very simple. Then I would add my rhinestone here. See, I added rhinestone. Okay. Now for the wisteria, for the birthday one, now we're going to use the wisteria here. I'm going to do the trio that I call with fresh freesia. Now these die, I forgot to tell you about them. It's like the stitch die we add. This one, it's called Stylish Shape, and it's not really stitch, it's little dots. Okay, so if you get the stitch die, that would be awesome. The shape stitch, that would be great also. This is the new model, I'm gonna say, okay? So it comes with the square, the circle, and then the banner for the greeting. That's where all that comes from. This one, it's the second one from the biggest, and for the background, for both of them, the background in color, it's the big one. Now, we're going to use the trio. So whatever color you do for the wisteria, the trio, you want to use the lightest color. So I get my lightest color. Going to put that right there. Yes, it's coming off, but I got a reason why it's coming off, so don't worry. Now I'm going to use the single one, and that's going to be with the darkest color. So we're going to go ahead and use Gorgeous Grapes. And I'm going to go right on top. See, I'm not even paying attention. Try to align that. I think it adds character and it's perfect. Did I say I love this stamp set? It reminds me of lilac. Growing up, we had so many lilac. Now in Texas, we get, I think it's called mountain something. It's like the wisteria, the wild wisteria. It is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So now we're going to use the leaf, the one with, you get 3 string there, okay? That's all from the stamp set, the wisteria, okay? So we use this one, and then we use the single one. So for the Christmas tree, see, this become the Christmas tree. Now it's the wisteria, and that's the filler. I didn't use this one for the Christmas one though, okay? Now we're going to use, this is all olive. And now I can align that here. And the reason why I want to do this first, so I know I get space. So now you see, I just get a little bit. But I can add more of the greenery, like here. Because it could be more there, right? And I can add more over here. See? It's no right and wrong. So we're going to leave it like that. I think that's good. Now we're going to mount that to our fresh freesia one. The background, I don't know if I told you, the background with the polka dot, oh, this was a scrap paper. The background with the polka dot, that was Gorgeous Grapes. So this one, we're going to mount flush, meaning no dimensional in the back. And that is the same thing that I did for the Christmas, okay? This, yeah, I'm going to put it, this one, I'm going to shift it to the side a little bit, just because I want something different. Like so. Now, I'm going to use my bone folder. I'm going to curve to the top, curve to the top. Now, I'm going to go in the middle and go like this. Now here I'm just going to go a little bit because it's going to take the shape of this one. I'm going to go ahead, add seal in the back of this. And the reason why I want to do before I attach them, it's because when they're glue, it won't pucker. So you want to, really what we're doing is break the fiber in the paper. Now I can go back and back. So really what that do, it's breaking the fiber in the paper so it's more flexible. Now we're going to remove this, and then I'm going to put my banner more to the left. Now inside, here I did my trees, see? Or I could always add, I don't like stuff that floats, right? Many of you know that of me. So I can add just a little bit of snow there. Here we go. So that made me more happy that I had snow at the bottom. So if I get a nice verses to put for Christmas, that's where I would put it. Boom. Now to add the rhinestone, let me reach them here. So I did in some of the holes. It's no right and wrong. You can skip that part if you want. But what I done, I just used the biggest of the rhinestone here. Whoops. Here we go. And I went, so if you get some place that the glue came through, that's the perfect place to add them, right? And they fit pretty much exactly in those holes. So I thought that was a very lovely little element. So I'm going to put, I got 3. We're going to go ahead and add 5 of them. I like odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So that is it, my friend. So inside this one, I would go ahead and put my Wisteria. Here it is. Gonna do the light color. And now I get, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna put that right here. And we're going to do the gorgeous grape again. I think that to add the gorgeous grape with this, it really defines more of the wisteria, right? It takes away the trees and it's more the wisteria. And then I'm going to add again the greenery, the leaves. So I'm going to go here and voila. So I still have plenty of room, well, for me, I still have plenty of room to write what I want to write, and it carry over. See how lovely this is? I think this set, it's gorgeous, and here it is for Christmas. So, a very versatile set that you can switch it, or you can do a winter scenery with trees, right? So I hope you enjoy my series. To follow me, if you missed some of the past, right below you get the direct link to my blog. That's going to bring you to my blog. Scroll at the bottom. You're going to have all the one of this year, plus you're going to have all the link for the one of last year. So you get already 12, 16, 17 Christmas around the year that I use pretty much everyday stamp set to do Christmas card. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, happy stamping. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. Bye-bye for now.